What is that? What is that? Oh, there's some sort of... I don't know what that is. Cougar? It's Fred, the cougar. He's wandering around. Well done, Fred. You continue wandering and enjoying this fantastic new park that we've made. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines with me, Biffa. And here we are in Blightea-on-the-Wold. And we got some great work that we need to get stuck into today. And that bus went round there for absolutely no reason at all. And looks like a lot of the cars are doing that. I'll check that in a moment. So last episode, we built this huge expanse of houses over here. And we need to expand this suburbia right up into this area. Plus, we have this lovely little spot up here, which is going to make a fantastic park. So let's take a look at that. And before we do, I want to see what's going on here. Why are people going down there instead of just going up the straight road? Is it something to do with the speed of the road? I think it is. Look, that is an unlimited speed road up there. Let's change this to miles an hour. There we go. Excellent. And I would say this definitely down here needs to be 30. There we go. And 30 along there. I've used that road in other places. I'm wondering whether I picked the wrong road. Yeah, look, this one down here. Unlimited speed as well. Ooh, I need to keep an eye on that. Yeah, I think we're okay apart from that one. Excellent. So now we should see when people come down here, they go straight on. Excellent. And one more thing we can do is, could we do... No, that's fine. I was going to dedicated lanes, but that is about as good as it's going to get on there. Excellent. Oh, love the look of the buses and the bus stops on these roads. Brilliant. So, first of all, we need to get this collector road going up here. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have another roundabout in there. This suburbia is going to be repeated in pretty much, I would say, most of this area up here. So let's start with this road. What have we got there? We've got an asymmetrical road coming into there. Let's grab this one. I also want to put on here terrain, because the terrain heights here are pretty harsh. So the further they are away, the smoother the slopes are. This is pretty steep on here. So I'm thinking we're going to run this road up here and then try and sort of curve it through to here and then stop. And that's not so bad at the top. Let's just see what we can do. Yeah, I think something like that is okay. So we just sort of follow this road. Yeah, definitely much better than it was before. Still quite steep, particularly this part up here. But that is not undrivable. No, I think that's okay, and then we'll see what happens once we get to the top section. Okay, excellent. And then we've got to think about how this is going to relate and fit into with this park area. We've already zoned this as a park. I've extended the zone to down here. This is where our entrances are going to go, so maybe let's just pop one of those in. And I was thinking we'll go for a nature reserve park. Very full of trees. I mean, it's not huge, but I think that would be a good idea. What have we got here? We've got the small main gate. We've got the large main gate. Yeah, I'm thinking for this area. There we go. Excellent. Unlock some stuff. A small main gate would just be perfect along here. And then we are definitely going to need some sort of parking. We could have some sort of car park here, which would help out with the cemetery that we've got over here and for the nature reserve entrance. Could we do something between these two roads? So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to just move that over a tiny bit. Let's do some landscaping and see what we can do. So I want this one here. Slope terrain. I'll make that a little bit bigger. So I'm going to right click there. That's the height I want to get to. And then we're going to start from there and just sort of smooth that round a bit like that. There we go. That makes it a little bit easier to work with. I mean, I could literally just curve that all the way around. And then we're going to add... I haven't tried this before. Let's add a couple of nodes in. So I want another node here. So we're going to keep the little entrance road. So we're going to go to there. And then we're going to do the same over here. I'm going to remove this one. We don't need that node. There we go. And that one we're going to get it as close as it will let me. There. And then we're going to upgrade this bit in the center to one of these. Let's try upgrade. Yeah, something like that. And then we can get some parking on there. It's still got a bit of a bigger road either side, but I think that'll be okay. And then we can get that filled. The only thing is, It's not going to be very straight, is it? If we do that, I'd like it straight so we can fit the parking in. Let's just do a little bit of node controller adjustment over here. Or, I'll tell you what we do instead is the move it mod. Is we're going to move... Whoa, didn't mean to do that. Move this one. Oh, there we go. That's better. So this still stays nice and straight. There we go. We'll get it in the end. Yeah, and that'll be fine. So let me fill this in. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. I think we'll end up with another car park up here, I'll be honest. It's going to be too far away, isn't it? I wasn't sort of thinking about that. So then let's put in our path. So we've got the with decorations and the without decorations. Let's try the without decorations first. Just to make sure this is still all one big zone. Mile Oak Forest. Oh yeah, I like the name of that. That's good. So let's grab this. And again, I want to put our terrain heights on. Where are we going to go up? Because this is also steep, isn't it? This bit isn't so bad here. I think we might have to just smooth that out a bit. Yeah, I think we're getting in this way. I want to follow this line. There we go. I think that's okay. Just added a little bit of a shelf there, but that's fine. And then we can bring that into here and we can basically do whatever we like with this. So let's just bring that up into here first, like that. And then I think we're going to change to the one with decorations. And then, I mean, this is going to have a nice little walk around it. So I think we're going to go up to there and around here. And then we're going to end up joining up down here. So this is definitely going to have another entrance. I would say, actually, I'm going to put it right alongside. And then we're going to have the car park here built into this as well. So let's use Nature Reserve side gates. That is the one that we want. Get that as close as we can. We definitely need to do a little bit of smoothing out of this area. Yeah, maybe we'll come back to that. I always say that, don't I? We will come back to that, don't worry. There we go, excellent. So you're coming in here, you've got the little walk up to the top, then you've got a choice. You can take the short walk, cut through there, come down the other side, or you've got the long walk. You can stop here, the kids can play on that, and then you can head up in this direction. And we'll probably end up having an entrance over there, and I think we're going to have another one over here as well. Oh, look at that. Would you believe it? We've actually made for ourselves a nature reserve about in Mile Oak Forest. Fantastic. Just looking at this shortcut path here, getting very, very steep. So I think we're just going to use a bit of our terrain here. Yeah, and we're going to just try and curve this a little bit more so it's not quite as steep as you're going up. To be honest, is that going to go around once more? It seems a bit silly to go around again when the path's right there. I think that'll be okay. And then what we'll do is we'll drop this one down just a tiny bit. That one there. And I think, yeah, that's much better. Much, much better. And then we can just sort of slightly smooth this off. There we go. Excellent. That's good. So what have we got going on in here? No visitors. Okay, it's going to take a long time to get a lot of visitors in here, but we will try and level this up as best that we can. So this little tiny campfire site, I think that'll look nice in here. We could even pop a couple in there. I like these. You can place them away from the road as long as they're within a reasonable distance and they will still work. You don't have to snap them to the grid. We're going to have that there. And this could also be a little camping site over here. Why not? So let's put some of these in around this rock. There we go. We'll have this one here amongst the trees. Look at that. That is pretty much all the items we've got. Oh, we've got signs and things as well, of course. Oh, yeah. Let's add in some signs. Always like some of these when we come up to a path. What is that? What is that? Oh, there's some sort of... I don't know what that is. Cougar? Where's he gone? There he is. Pause. Let's have a look. Oh, it's Cougar. It's Fred, the Cougar. He's wandering around. Well done, Fred. You continue wandering and enjoying this fantastic new path that we've made. Okay, I think that will do for the park area for now. Hopefully it won't take too long before it levels up, although we are going to need some visitors. So I'm going to pop the price down on that. We had one visitor, 500. How is that affecting the land value? Because that is something that we've been struggling with a lot. Not too much. We're going to have to level this up a lot. Talking about land value, so I've been informed that what's really making the big difference in my city is the life cycle rebalance mod, because it recalculates income values, I'm just reading this, and also land value expectations. So that also affects transit choice. That actually is part of the mod anyway. Suburbs like this, they're more likely to use their car. As it gets into high density, you know the word I'm trying to say, and wealthier areas, they are less likely to use their car, more likely to use public transport. I think it's that way round. But the wealthier they get, and they will get wealthier, the more they level up. So that is a level 1 house, got a level 1 house, that's a 5 house. You get the idea. Level 2, so these are wealthier. They are expecting higher land value, which is affected by, of course, all the things that we can plop down to increase that. So at the moment, this isn't too bad with the school, with the park. Once this increases, that will add a little bit of extra land value around here. We're probably bordering on high, which is good. So as long as we can keep our new areas like that, we should be okay. What you are seeing around the city is not enough population. We have a huge demand for population. So yeah, we need to get this in. What I would like, if it wasn't so steep, I wanted a road to run up here, but we do need another mini collector coming through here somewhere, which I'm going to do. So we've had this one that goes all the way through. I think I'm going to, actually, I don't really need to upgrade that, do I? Unless it gets busier, I'm going to keep that the way it is. We're going to use that road, and we're going to dive into here, and we're going to follow one of these lines. And I think to keep it a reasonable distance away, we're going to go here. Actually, I'm going to start up there. But then what's going to happen there is we're going to end up hitting straight into this area. So some of these sections are going to be, well, they've got the possibility of being huge cul-de-sacs, but then we've got this road and then we've got this road here. So we could have a connection that goes through the middle of these. And actually, that would work quite well because we've got down here some services. We've got our fire station, police, and a medical practice. So we could have a connection coming in down to these as well. Let's just see how that's going to work with our terrain. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, if we wind it through like that, I think that will be okay. And then what we're going to do is put some of ye olde give way signs at either end. And then we've got this one over here. We need to straighten this out. So let's use node controller. And we're going to, well, straighten it out. We're going to turn it into a slope. So that, to me, seems a little bit more natural coming up and down there. We've got traffic lights on there at the moment. Could do with some dedicated turning lanes. So let's grab this road. While we're here, I'm going to put dedicated turning lanes on there. Probably need to grab that road again. Boink. There we go. Excellent. And we're just going to upgrade the pieces coming into there. There we go. Excellent. We'll give them dedicated turning lanes. And I think we already did give way. Nope, we didn't. There we go. Very good. Yeah, I think that is a good start. This here is going to just need to be smoothed out. We've passed 1 million credits. And that is absolutely fantastic. So generally, when I'm doing these sort of road layouts like this, I tend to still... Let's have a look. Yeah, we'll go that way with that one. I tend to still only run like little sections like this off of this, what's now becoming... I mean, it's not really a mini collector, I suppose. A sub-collector coming through to the collector. So I run that little group off there, then that group. And then I try and alternate what I'm doing. So I don't get things like this, where this road is mirrored by that road. So every road is, yeah, slightly different to the other one next to it. Sort of, more or less. I mean, it's, you know, it's more art than science, if I can say that. But we might, I mean, we've got 3 roads in a line there. But actually, once that's filled with houses, I think that's going to be okay. And I'm hoping this is going to work. Okay, I'm going to do some heavy smoothing on this side. And then we're going to treat this other side as a bit... as separate. And I hope once we get the houses in here, it's going to look okay. Yeah, there we go. And then this central section here, I'm pretty sure we're going to need school, we're going to need education type stuff. So this elementary school, yeah, that is pretty much full up now. So we're going to need another one over here. We can see we've got a lot of eligible students, not enough capacity. Our high school's doing okay. Well, that is a long way away, but we can deal with that. So let's maybe pop in a little extra area here. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is, let's grab this road. Yeah, so we're going to use this road here as a boundary, as it were. So I'm going to smooth this out to give us a pad to be able to build on. We'll come back to there. Let's have a look at our school choices. So we've got the ones that are built into the game. I need to download some more. We've got this mixed-sized elementary, what we're calling the junior school. We've got this Kikison Elementary. Let's have a look at that one. I mean, that is not too bad, just for the sake of mixing things up a bit. Why don't we go for that one there? What is the capacity on this one, actually, out of interest? 177. Do you know what? We're going to have to go for this one again, because I know we're going to need the space. Yeah, so that one's going to go there. And then what I wanted to do was then have a little bit of a car park outside the front. Okay, that will do for our car park. We're going to put some trees and things out the front here, but I want some sort of sporting, park-related things that we're going to find outside the school. And we did have some nice large football pitches. Of course, we've got all of these as well. Got anything here? Track and field, large tennis club. We've got a tennis club across the road. I think definitely a basketball court would be great in here. Can we sort of squeeze that in? What's going on? Can we do that? There we go. Actually, that looks quite good there, doesn't it? I like that. And then we've got a tennis court. We're not going to do that because we've got access to tennis courts, as we've said. On the other side, if they really need to, they can take a school trip out there. Here we go. I think this will do. Let's plop a five-a-side pitch over here as well. We're just going to line that up with the side of the school so the kiddie winkies can come out and play there. Fantastic. And then I think we're going to fill a lot of this in with our tarmac. There we go, that's okay, and then we'll enclose all of this off to keep the little kiddie winkies safe. There we go. I think that's looking nice. And then along here, I feel like we need some sort of retaining wall. Oh, we're going to complain about water now. We'll get that sorted in a sec. So I'm just going to pop something like this. There we go, along here. And then we can smooth the land out right up towards that. And I think that will look pretty good. And then at the ends here, of course, we just need to lower this down. So let's take those nodes and get that the same height as the road. Actually, we just do that, couldn't we? I want to get rid of that little bit of tearing. There we go. And we'll do the same with this one over here. Control H. Same height as that. What a fantastic place to go to school. Look at that view. Well, you probably don't quite get as much view out the classroom. Well, I mean, you get the view of the hills. I was thinking of the view of the city. As it's growing, the view of our nice little town, Blightea here. Yeah, I'm liking the way that looks. I think that's come together really well. People are using the parking, which is nice. And yeah, things, I like this along here. So maybe the kids can come and play when it's a nice summer's day up on this field over here. Okay, right. So let's take a look at what's going on here. This T Hampton is going to be the estate to end all estates. So this is now going to expand to cover right up into here. Then we're going to add some more roads in as well. Okay, there we go. Water pipes under the roads. What did we say? Or what? I don't say it. What does City Planner Play say? Where they belong. Yes, that's fine. I'm happy to do that. Yeah, so that is looking good. I'm wondering how this is going to work with all the slopes, but we're going to see how it goes. So we're going to end up with the same sort of layout as we've got over here, but I still want to put some more parks and things in here. So we've got this area here, which I think could be a nice big park area. So let's have a look. What could we pop into there? Okay, I think that'll do for now. Just a little small park there. And then I've adjusted these roads down here to have trees on them. I think that looks very nice. These are 4 lanes still, so we get the dedicated turning lanes. I think that's okay. So, as we mentioned, we've got the entrance here. And we've got an entrance or an exit and an entrance over here as well. I think it might be a good idea just to switch up that road that's coming in and out. We're going to grab this one here. And just that first little section, is that the one I want? Yes, we'll turn that round the other way. And we'll do the same over here. And I like the fact it's got no parking as well in that first little section. So I think that would have stayed as giveaway. Yeah, excellent. That is looking good. Now this here, I think, is going to end up being a roundabout, as I said. I'm not quite sure what's going to be over this side. I think it's going to end up being more housing. And then all of this will be kept for future development. I mean, we could have... Oh, I'm just thinking, as housing moves around this area here, we've got this. I mean, that's going to have a nice bit of land value, isn't it, by the water? Yeah. So this will as well, as we head out in that direction. And then leaving this section here for any industry that we need. And of course, at some point, we are going to have to, we don't have to, but we're going to want to put in one of our industry areas. So I was thinking the forestry one would be a nice one to add. We have forestry there. This, of course, is our park. We could add some forestry in here, make this a little forestry area. Maybe down there. We'll see. Anyway, or that could be our university in the middle there. Something like that. But yeah, I definitely want to just adjust this. So what I'm going to do is grab that road again. That is probably 10 long, 400. Yeah, so if we do the same over here, we'll turn that around the other way. And then that is going to end up being the same size as this roundabout over here. Let's grab that. I'm not quite sure what size that was in the end, but let's get our... Oh, yeah, not as big as that, definitely. Pretty sure it was as small as it could go, and then we might have adjusted it slightly. Do you know what? That looks pretty much how it should be. And then we'll do that. There we go. Excellent. That's looking good. And then I'm pretty sure what I did after that, let's just check we haven't got any nodes too close. No, then we'll do this and make these a bit bigger. What size did I put those at? I think I might have just straightened the end. I mean, that's 13.919, 13.19, that's 11. So let's have a look. Let's make that 11. Actually, I'm going to make them all 14. There we go. So that fits in there. Yeah, I think that's okay. And then we can add a little bit of decoration in the middle. I'm just wondering whether we could steal what we've got over here. So if we grab that, yeah, I think that fits in okay. Excellent. So now we've got access to a whole nother area over here once we get going. That might end up being a bigger road, but we shall see. Right, we need to fill in this. Before we do that, let's just double check our services. Let's put that back on so we can see. So healthcare services. Yeah, we've got sort of coverage in the middle. We could do with some more. Let's just pop a few services of those in. What else have we got? Fire. Yeah, I think for the fire station, we're going to give it its own little section around the back here. Let's just grab a 1U road with no parking. Okay, decided to put a fire station and a police station on here. Again, we're sort of dealing with this hilly terrain here, but I think we'll work something out through here. That's fine. Yeah, so the very next thing we need to do, because I think we've got covered everything else, is just to get these houses in. So for those that didn't see the last episode, the theme that we've got for T Hampton, which is this little crescent around here, this little section here, is this one down here? What's it called? UK detached housing. There it is. We'll take those 3 off because I don't know why they keep appearing there. So we've got all these different... Nope, let's do that again. Included. That one's not loaded. Don't know what that is. We've got all of these ones here. And some of them are 2x4, some are 2x3. So what I'm going to do is go through and individually mark these out in 2x3 or 2x4 slots. Let's take this as an example, like that, like that. Let's go on full speed. And then as they fill in, I can then fill in the spaces next to them. So we're going to go like that. And every now and again, you're going to get some gaps as well, which is good. And hopefully it won't take too long. I think we're going to leave the front road here clear. There we go. And that will sort of help us perhaps with a little bit. There we go. People are moving in. Unhappy. That is exactly what you want to see. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So then once these are in, I can then pop some other ones in here. And then we're going to come through afterwards. All people are using the paths. Fantastic. I am going to put a park path connection over here. Oh, we're getting problems with our power. Let us just check that out. Yes, our electricity availability. We're going to need to bump up our budget. So we can see over here we're using over 100%. Let's get that to... I'm going to put 75 for now, just to make sure we've got enough to keep us covered. And our water, I think, up to 100%. There we go. I think that should be okay. We'll put in some temporary power cable connections. Can I just pop that over the top of the trees? Yep, that's fine. That'll be deleted later. And then, yeah, I'm going to carry on doing this. And we're going to fill in this area. Oh, there we go. We've upgraded our park. That's fantastic. So having that as a level 2 park is also going to increase the land value ever so slightly. And we can see over here, it is not too shabby at all, which is good. I'm really pleased about that. So what's quite good about using the theme mod that we're using is I can check what style houses we've got and what sizes they are, and we can deliberately draw shapes that will give us a certain type of house. So along here, for instance, I want to line up a certain type of house. So I've put so much need. It's great. I'm literally just drawing them in, as you can see, and they're growing just as quick as I'm drawing them in. But we can get this main road down here filled up with almost the same type of house all the way along. We do get a couple of other ones popping, which I don't want. So I'm going to remove some of those. Don't want that one. These are the ones I want. All the way along our front here. There we go. So we can get something like that. Houses appearing in pairs of 2 that look exactly the same on this main road. Yeah, I think that is looking nice. Right, just removing my temporary power lines. We don't need those anymore. So for the rest of this, it's taken so long individually drawing them out that I've just painted all of this in. I think I've done the whole thing. Yeah, and we're just going to see how that goes. I did want to add in here, didn't I? A couple of extra entrances to this park. So let's get a side gate over here. I want that one and the small tool. And we'll just bring that in. We're going to have one there. And I think one... I don't want there, that's too close. Maybe one down here. We sort of bring that in like that. I think that'll be okay. So we're going to pop one there. And one there. And then we'll connect those up. Excellent. You to you. And you to you. Very good. So now people can get in here, walk across to other areas if they so wish. The cost of this is 0. I don't think we need the money. I'm happy to keep it at 0. Entertainment, we've got enough to get to the next level, so it's just a case of people moving in. And yeah, we've used up our demand for residential zoning. Fantastic. So now we just need some commercial zoning. So I think what I might just do is put in some of these along here. Now I know that not T-Hampton, the zone that I'm using in T-Hampton does not include any commercial items. So I'm going to just back this away from the road a little bit along here, as we've got no houses there. And I'm just going to zone that front part. How far back do I need to put this? Maybe a little bit further. And that will just use the standard UK overriding zone theme thing that we've got. And it will just give us a whole load of different shops along here. So I'm just going to fill this in. And we're going to see what we get. And then we might just sort of move some stuff around. I'm also just going to pause that. I'm going to just remove these back if they get too close. Yeah, I'm going to take out some of these like that. That one there, these here. Yeah, in fact, we're going to take that. That's okay. And we'll take that out and those ones. Yeah, and then we'll just sort of see what we get that grows up down here. We're going to get tons. Oh, stag and pheasant. We're going to get millions of pubs now appearing down here. The squirrel. Another squirrel in deep competition. Another squirrel. So if anybody's got... it's just pubs. Pubs as far as the eye can see. Every single building. There's a pub. No way. Oh, that is just hilarious. That is just hilarious. I just want to check I've actually got the overriding just for the city. Yeah, the British UK style. Which is this one. So that's got... Oh, let's just have a look at low residential. Let's do none and do that one. So it's got the Standard School, the Red Line, the Hollybush, the Black Horse, the Vic, the Tapas and the Crown. Well, that's why we're only getting flipping pubs. It's because that's all that's got in there. What else have we got? Yeah, do you know what? For now, I think I'm going to leave it as that. Apparently not all buildings are loaded. That's fine. And see how it goes. And I'm going to do another scour of the workshop to find some other commercial shops, because at the moment the main ones we've got are, let's have a look over here. We had some terrace ones, didn't we, down in this area. There they are over there. So we've got these terraced ones, which are okay for areas like this, and then we've got like this sort of commercial type thing where we can build a great big commercial centre. But for some little shops like this, yeah, which I've got to be honest, actually, that's probably far too many along there. How many jobs are each of these going to have? Yeah, so, I mean, for the size of these, it's like 8, 9, 10, 11 jobs in that one. So, yeah, nothing too amazingly huge, but enough to keep us going with, I think, at the moment. Then when we find something better, we'll build a nice little shopping precinct in somewhere, maybe a few shops in the middle here or something like that. But any ideas you've got for some UK style commercial shops that we could sort of build little clusters of, let me know in the comments below. If your comment doesn't appear if you post the link, don't worry, it gets caught up by the YouTube comment bot, and then I get to see it in the comments that are held for review, so that's fine. Well, I think things are expanding nicely. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And of course, any suggestions, let me know, because there's so much more we can do in this build. I'm really enjoying this one. Don't worry about New Zealand. It hasn't disappeared. We are waiting for the airport DLC before we start building that in New Zealand. So watch out for that one. Be subscribed so you don't miss out on that. And check out the next video on the screen as well. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for your continued support. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.